So we interrupt our Canadian travels to share with you something that could have been just a major disaster.
We want to share with you exactly what happened and what we learned from it. Hopefully we'll help you if you ever have anything. Hopefully you won't, but if you ever have something like this happen to you. I'm Lynn.
And I'm Danny.
Welcome to RV America.
The original RV America.
So the worst nightmare for any RVer came true to us this past Monday.
Yep, we were driving on a 2-lane road and an 18-wheeler got a little bit too close and we were sideswiped.
Yeah, the scariest thing I believe I've ever been through, and I rode a car once, and this was so scary because he was so close, I could see him coming. This is the result.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. It just hit mirror to mirror, but it destroyed the mirror, and if you can see through the plastic, it just destroyed. The mirror bounced up and hit this window, and we've got scratches and nicks all the way down to where I guess glass or something off of his truck, his glass off of his truck hit our rig, so we got specs. It could have been so much worse. We could have been looking at body damage worse than these nicks. We could have been looking at hospital visits or worse. So we just want to take you through it. Luckily we have dash cam and we'll take you through what exactly happened.
Yeah, our dash cam really saved us on this one.
Yep.
Because we would have never found this guy had it not been for the dash cam.
And never would have proved that he was at fault.
Right. Let us show you what happened. Close.
Yeah, do you stop?
I don't know if he stopped or not. Call the police. No, you can't get over here. Let me get out and see if he stopped. Call the police. Tell him he was in our lane, hit our mirror. Okay, so I'm more than a little upset. We were on a narrow bridge and an 18-wheeler crossed the line in front of us, hit our mirror, and totally busted out the window. We are not hurt, but oh my gosh, what do we do now? The police are on their way. We've got to get a report, and we've got to figure out where to go from here.
So we do have a dash cam. We're going to look at that. The 18-wheeler did not stop. It was a very, very tight bridge. Lynn was driving, and it was she was doing well. Nervous about the tightness of the bridge, but he crossed the yellow line and hits our mirror, busted out the window, glass flew everywhere, and so. Not something you want to do on travel day is stop and spend hours and hours trying to wait for the police and then wait for to figure out how we're going to be able to travel with the broken window and the mirror hanging.
Stay right there. So this is a nice young man who has come to track down the horrible people who broke our RV.
What's the
He's asking
Color.
he's asking
This
us
is-
lots of
it's a tan
questions
with
and
stripes.
taking down information.
Something
I've
cream.
calmed down a little bit. Y'all can be glad of
Would
that.
you say cream with stripes, maybe, or tan? I
Yeah,
don't give a
tan,
number.
cream, more of a cream than a tan.
So this accident happened in Dublin Township, Pennsylvania, and the policeman said the only place that he knew of was just about 30 minutes away, was in a little bit bigger town, was Safe Light. And so I tried for about 15 minutes and couldn't get through to them. They kept wanting to get automated, and what they had on the automation didn't deal with accidents in the situation we were in. So, and we were just wanting to know, did they work on RVs? So we decided, and the officer suggested that we can go drive and stay in a, take the rig and stay in a bigger parking lot right off the interstate, and then maybe I could drive the Jeep into town, which is what I did. I went to Safe Light and talked to the manager, and he said they did not work on RVs. They didn't have the tempered glass and couldn't do it. Don't know if that's nationwide, but that was our experience, so they couldn't help us. So that led us to, what can we do for a plan B?
It looks like you're calling from a smartphone. I can text you a link to get started. Message and data rates will apply. Would you like me to text you the link now?
Can I please speak to an operator?
All right. Would you like me to text you the link now?
Operator.
So the guy who hit us said he stopped on the other side of the bridge. We didn't drive to the other side of the bridge to find out, and he did not come back over to where we were at because we were just this side. He also did not call the police. On top of that, he said that he left the accident there and went back to his company. When he got to the company, they didn't call the police. No one called the police at all in his company or him. Now, we were very fortunate in that we had the dash cam. We were able to get his business name off the door of his truck from the dash cam. We were able to get a number off the side of his truck, which helped the police officer to track him down. Whether or not he actually went back and reported it, we don't know. We do know that if we had not had our dash cam with us and working, we would never have discovered who hit us, because he didn't do anything to reach out. He didn't report or anything. So here is the lesson from this. Make sure that you have a working dash cam on your rig when you're driving down the road. Never know when you're going to need that footage. Danny, I'm sure Danny will put a link down here somewhere to the one we've got. The officer said he really bragged about the footage on the dash cam that we have. He said that is like the clearest footage I've ever seen. So, you know, take it for what it's worth. Get a dash cam and make sure it's working. The dash cam was also used as proof that he was on our side of the road. He had crossed the yellow line, and it's the reason he got the ticket and not us.
The police officer did call back. The officer did get up with the company. We were able to read the name off the dash cam, and they did have a satellite office here where the accident happened. They said he was waiting on the other side of the bridge, then went to his office. So that's good news that with the dash cam we were able to prove that Lynn was in the right, and he crossed the center line, and his insurance will have to pay. The officers was able to get all that information, was able to solve this mystery pretty quick. So we appreciate the state trooper, state police from Pennsylvania.
Number one lesson is to have your dash cam and make sure it's working.
Yes, I probably couldn't hear that, but Lynn mentioned the number one lesson is have that dash cam and have it working. So if you don't have one, might be something you want to get.
So for anyone who drives an RV, you know that you really use those side mirrors on each side, the driver's side and the passenger side. They are vital to your safety going down the road. There is no rear view mirror up here because all you're going to see is the back of the rig. So there's nothing up there for you to see. With that being said, not having the driver's side mirror on the side created a major safety issue when it comes to changing lanes, merging onto interstates, just turning and watching the back end of the RV go around the way I always do when I drive. I keep careful eyes on it. So it created a lot of issues not having that mirror.
So I'm able to use the rear window to kind of give Lynn some information, and also able to use these side windows to see if the lane's clear. So anytime she needs to get over, I have to get up and check to make sure we are safe. With unable to find a glass company, with the issues that we're having seeing out the window or having the mirror to use, and me have to bounce it back and forth to be that eyes so she can make good decisions on lane changes, we decided we have to have a plan B. We decided to head to Walmart and see what we can find to cover the window and maybe a mirror.
So it kind of goes without saying, no one can fix this today. No one has the part, no one can fix it. We're on our own. Danny has gone and bought a shower curtain.
Yeah, they didn't have the plastic, but I've used shower curtains for other similar things before, and so we're going to try to attempt to tape it up and make sure it's in proper place. That way we keep a little bit of the wind out. Then I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with the mirror. Remove it, cut some wires, and go from there.
I don't know how well you can see it, but this is the finished product. It's a shower curtain taped over the window, the itty bitty mirror taped to the outside. We'll see how it holds up. Hopefully at least until we get to the campground we're going to stay at tonight, which we don't even know where it is.
So, don't think the mirror is going to last that long. It's probably going to, wind is going to blow it out of position, what you can see. Right now she can see the lane next to her, but and we might have to come back and tape on the outside. Just don't have a ladder right now, so we'll have to borrow one at a campsite.
So the plastic is holding over the window, but it is crazy noisy. And we had to, you know, the first time we did it, it completely tried to blow away. So we had to open the window up more, and the screen's on this way, and the glass is on this way, and then we taped it to the windshield. Necessity is the mother of invention.
But at this point in the video, we are over 700 miles away from our home base here in Tennessee. And through teamwork and just working together, we made it home. We made it home safe with no issues and no problems. Now, I won't say there wasn't any stress, because it was stress, changing lanes and doing stuff like that with no side mirror. And with the noise was just crazy with the wind blowing. So that's where we're at, and we want to now take time to give you some lessons learned that might help you in the future in case you're ever in anything similar.
Okay, the first lesson we learned, have a dash cam. You never know where or when you're gonna need this, but you're gonna need it sometime. So have it, make sure it's in working order, and remember, as soon as you can, get that footage off there, because most of them record over and over and over again. So get your dash cam footage, don't forget it.
Our second tip, our lessons learned, is call the police. We did it right away. As soon as we got pulled over to a safe spot, we called the police, and they were able to help us, and they were able to solve this issue pretty quick, as you saw in the video. I have had a parking lot accident before where two people hit. Someone actually backed out and hit my door, and I didn't call the police. We just exchanged, and this was years ago, we just exchanged insurance information, and since there was no police report, no one was at fault, so we each had to pay for their own. So make sure, no matter what, if you're in an accident, call the police.
Third lesson learned, don't try to work with the person who hit you, insurance company. We tried to do this at first and then found out that he had told them a different story than what had actually happened, and they said we were at fault and we were not, and we clearly have the footage where we were not. He was cited on the police report, so we found out that it is best to just call our insurance company, let our insurance company deal with their insurance company, and that way we get our rig fixed faster. Okay, and our final lesson learned is that you have to be proactive. When Danny called me to say that Safe Lot was not going to be able to replace our window, I realized at that point that we were going to be driving a rig home with no window, so which was a lot of fun. We drove it home with no window and no mirror on the side. I got on the phone and started calling places back in Tennessee near our home base in order to go ahead and say, if you need to order parts, order parts. We put down our deposit. We put down a deposit on the parts. We haven't settled with the insurance company or anything, but they won't order parts anymore without a deposit because they're so expensive.
Right, Lynn found one that would do it and probably could do it fairly quick. And they said they would order it as soon as they got some information or the money promise from the insurance company. Lynn said, well, let us put a deposit down and facilitate it. I think she saved us about a week on shipping of the parts. So we're going to be able to get out and do things that we need to do by her being proactive and getting things started. You might not have the funds to put a down payment on it, but we put a down payment on it, and now the insurance company says they'll
pay us back.
That'll get reimbursed, and everything will be taken care of. But that just sped things up by being proactive.
And right now, as soon as those parts get in, we're headed to Nashville to get our new window and mirror in and get back on the road.
Yeah, we'll still have to worry about the dings and dents and scratches, but we had an event coming up that we had to be somewhere pretty darn quick. So with her being proactive, that's really helped.
Yeah. Take charge of your own situation. So we hope that the lessons that we've learned from going through this situation will somehow help you. Actually, we hope you will never ever be in this situation and not have to deal with it. But if you are, we hope this was somehow helpful. You know, you take the bad that comes with the good when you're RVing and just realize things can change on a dime.
We were super blessed. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, it could have been so much worse. So we do feel very blessed.
And just so you know, we're getting back to our Canadian trips. We've just had our first 2 videos where we crossed the border and our first major city that we're in. 2 great videos. We hope you go check those out. But next week we'll get back on our Canadian travels because we spent 34 days in Canada and we've got a lot to share with you. So make sure you subscribe, hit that notification button so you'll be aware of when these videos come out. And we'll give you an update on this.
He's saying I'm taking long-winded. Go ahead.
We will give you an update as on this incident with the RV getting fixed and repaired and such as that as soon as we can, as soon as we get more information.
Probably come out in a short. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll find out or integrate it into another video. We'll update you.
Now, one last thing I have to say about this. We had a couple people that watched the video with us from the dash cam. Watch that footage with us, and especially my daughter says, why did you grab Bella? Bella's the little dog. I said, why did you grab Bella and run off with her? She was like, you think she's gonna guard you from the big bad truck driver or what? And my reason for grabbing Bella, because she's a little bitty puppy, is to keep her from walking around in the glass that was all over the floor.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking when I put her down.
Yeah, he put her down and she immediately jumped in my lap, and my lap was full of glass.
Yeah.
So that was the reason I grabbed Bella. Keep her safe.
You're right.
Until next time, God bless and many safe travels.
And go RV, America.